You're live, buddy. Tell me when to start the timer. I'm good whenever you are.
All right. Yeah, it'll be on movement, so it's gonna be harder. Okay, so I'm gonna have to like I'm just gonna kick the split pedal so I don't have to hit that. I need to explain like at least this one thing just because this game's stupidly fucking fast. So on the first few levels, I'm gonna use this boxing glove that I have in my hand to gain a bunch of speed, and I'll be using that like in the start. And I can try and go more in depth about it, but this game's really fucking fast. So enjoy the final run of Degen-3. I am ready to go. So because this game starts on movement, I'll count it down from 4, okay?
Okay.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, great start. Okay, let's see. So the first planet, pretty sure I've died on this planet every single marathon run. So maybe we'll have a first. We'll see. Ah. I'm just gonna focus on this jump. Okay, we didn't die. That's a Degen first and a marathon first. That's good. Okay, so yeah, the boxing glove is called the Walther. Oh yeah, I should probably mention this is NG+, which means I have well, this is New Game Plus, so it's like the challenge mode of the game. I have all the weapons, all the health, all the items, all the gadgets, and one of the gadgets that's really, really useful in this run right now is the PDA, which is like it's an item in the game you use to buy more. You buy more ammo with it, but in the context of the speedrun, we use it to reset our jump for the most part. We can also do some other cool things with it. But the core concept of the game is you're just running from planet to planet trying to... Oh wow, I got the skill point in the marathon, that's cool. You're running from planet to planet, and you collect infobots to get new coordinates to the next planet. And that's just the game, pretty much. There are other side quests, but we're just going to be going for the infobots, so we're not going to explore all the paths. So on that planet, I needed to defeat those enemies, but I basically used the Walloper, which is the... You'll see a lot on this planet. I'm using the Walloper, which is it's the boxing glove, that's the name of it. I'm going to be using these Walloper punches right here to be gaining a bunch of speed, so I can cross some gaps and, you know, save a bit of time here and there. So I'm going to cross these 2 gaps by using the Walloper punch. By opening, like, an in-level movie, which is, like... It's an NG Plus feature. You can get, they basically give you the ability to rewatch the cutscenes at any point during this level, if you want to do that for whatever reason. This might not work. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, so this is the first instance of the PDA movement. It's PDA side flips. Yeah, like I said, PDA can reset your jump. But when you play an in-level movie in this game, you can just use that to get a bunch of speed with the boxing glove. This game has pretty cool movement. I'll show that right here. Some more PDA side flips. It's just about stringing all the good movement together to get to a top level in this game. So what I'm actually doing now is I'm not supposed to be walking on this train. And I'm supposed to be standing still, but because I slid into the cutscene where the train like stops me in place while I opened a weapon called the Visibomb, I was able to move during that cutscene. So whenever the train cutscene is quote-unquote over, on the first frame it stops, the end sequence also plays because I'm on the last like area of the train. So this is the second longest planet over, Kerwan, and we'll be heading to Eudora. So on the next planet, I'm going to be using the decoy glove, which is kind of like this blow-up doll you throw. Its intended way is you throw it at enemies, or you throw it in some place, and the enemies attack it instead of Ratchet. So it's like a decoy, like, you know, the enemies attack it and they don't attack you. But in the context of the speedrun, we use it to click through walls. So the end of the level is basically right over here. Oh, I bonked. And we'll use that right here to clip through this wall and get the infobot to Blarg Tactical Station. So Eudora is one of the shortest planets, and it's also just hysterical how, with optimal movement, that planet is literally 12 seconds without any of the loading screens. It's just that short. The developers for this game put the exit of the level in some of the levels, like Quartz and Eudora, like the one you just saw. They put them at the start, basically making you go in a big loop to get all the way back to the start of the level. But you know, we find ways around that. So coming up is this ship over here. You're supposed to go to the end of it and press a self-destruct button, and then escape very quickly and grab the Infobot. But the Infobot is stored behind this wall on my left, and I can actually just clip through it and get the Infobot early. And it's a little precise, so I'm just going to focus here. That is not good. I'll try again. Okay, there we go. The clip in is way harder than the clip out. The clip out's pretty free, so you just do that. And now I'm going to do something called pod warp. In-level movies have some weird priorities where you, if you play it in there and skip it, it kind of warps you back to the ship. It's kind of strange. Okay, I cannot explain this trick. All you need to know is I need to press the buttons very fast over a very specific liquid surface, and let's hope I get to the top. Here we go. Rilgar. These next 3 planets is where it gets really crazy. Yo, I think I did it. Yeah, let's go. Holy shit, that's so cool to get in a run. Alright, so that's called Sinha flips. I think I have to wait for the cycle here. Yeah, it's not over yet. I still have to do this on the way back. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing right there is, I actually did the same thing back and forth, but with different priorities. I did low speed, and I did high speed when I came back. When you are over a specific surface in this game, you can chain long jumps and side flips together infinitely by mashing the buttons. And you can do it again on this planet, so what I'm going to do first is jump in the mud to trick the game into thinking I've died, so I can walk through walls. It's another trick I can't really explain. It's called Ghost Ratchet. But what we're going to do is we're going to do Ship the Boss, which is where we... Okay, I'll redo it, I'll redo it. So basically we jump in the mud, we get Ghost Ratchet, and then for some reason there's a speed cap on those infinite long jumps that you can chain together. But when you jump in the mud, it removes that speed cap. So I'm able to do this. That's not too bad. And we were able to glide right to the end. This is normally a very freaking long level. But, yeah, as you see, you skip the boss. You skip the entire level, basically. Done optimally, this level is like 40 seconds long. Yeah, sorry for the vague explanation, but it's really hard to explain infinite long jumps without going super in-depth about them. So on Battaglia, this is probably the most movement-heavy, like, planet in the game, besides... Like, it's basically, when you learn this game and you learn all the movement about this game, this planet is all of that, what you've learned, combined into one little test course. So let's see if I can get the chain here. And with enough speed like this, I can clip through this mountain and talk to this guy early on. So that was the chain, right? So what I'm going to do here is try and get back up the river I came from by doing another Walther. So another chain right here, and I'm going to try and make it to the gas bar guy. This is looking good. That was a really, really smooth Battaglia. I would actually take that in, you know, PB attempts. That was really good. Okay, so that's the 3 hard planets over. I only messed up one of them, so that's not too bad. I actually would consider Umbrus the easier one of the 3, but I still messed it up. That's fine. So now we're slowing the pace down a little bit. Now we get to play as Clank. This is a 6-minute long Clank section for Orxon, but in all categories of the game, you're actually able to skip the 6-minute Clank section by going into these pipes. The way we do it in NG Plus is we use an in-level movie when we're over the pipes, and then we clip through them. And then when we punch at a specific angle like there, we get a proxy, and getting that proxy skips us to the Infobot at the end of the level. Now I'm going to do a quick death warp because it's a little faster than going back to the ship. It's actually a pretty recent discovery. It's about 1 to 2 weeks old. It's not very old. So this is one of the first times where like the game kind of split paths you. After you beat Battaglia, you have the option to go into Orxon or Gaspar. None's really better than the other, so we just go to Orxon first for the menuing sake. Gaspar is a pretty simple planet. We just have to go to the end to get the pilot's helmet, because there's a jet fighter we need to use on Pokitara, which is the next planet. So we jump on this, and then we do some PDA side flips up here. We get the pilot's helmet, and then we death abuse back to the ship. Okay, nice. That's a little optimizer you can do by opening the PDA before you hit the lava. It drains all your health for some reason. Okay, so now in Poke, this is the longest planet in the run. It used to be an auto-scroller, but now there's actually a few things you can do to speed it up. Not necessarily speed it up, but make it easier for yourself. So I'm going to be doing that. Hey! That's everybody's favorite character in the game. The guy. He doesn't have a name, he's just the guy. That's just who he is. So that Visibomb thing I was talking about earlier on in this run, it's actually a directable missile you can guide like this. Oof. Yeah, so I'm supposed to stand on the windshield like this. But if you fall in the water, it's pretty bad, because he stops driving the boat. What we used to do is just stand on the windshield and do nothing, but yeah, I'm actually gonna have to shoot nothing here. That's pretty bad. Usually I would want to stand on the windshield, and I would want to direct some Visibombs to kill some of the fish later on in the level. Killing none at the beginning is really bad. I actually haven't ever done that before. I've always been able to get back on the windshield. But as you can see, there's some fish here blocking the path of the guy. It's kind of an escort mission, so it's pretty simple. Hopefully I can kill some of the fish on the last one. The reason we're killing the fish later on and not just when we're there is because there's kind of a warp you can do where the guy will warp to the end of the level if all the fish in his path are cleared as he gets to a certain point. So I'm going to guide the missile to kill some of the fish on the path here. Hopefully I can get a triple. There we go. So these missiles actually get cancelled if Ratchet starts moving on the boat, which isn't necessarily in your control. We haven't really figured out why he just sometimes moves, but I found some... Yeah, so right there he moved. And I might actually get close to dying here if this keeps happening, so I kind of want to get back on the windshield. There we go. Because I need to clear these fish. These are like super important to clear. Yeah, this is pretty slow. Usually you would actually have killed all the fish, but I think there's like 8 left. It's just kind of unfortunate I fell off like that. Alright, so I'm going to have to pull out the Pyrocitor, which is probably the most effective weapon for killing these fish. Okay, so I'm going to do this again. So just like on the train, I press the button there, and I open the Visibomb at the same time, and the reason I do that is so I can walk during a cutscene I'm not supposed to. Just a little trick you can do. So I kill these fish now, so the guy starts moving now. And because all the fish are cleared in his path, he'll warp when he gets to a certain point. But in that meantime, I can clip into the shop and buy the thruster pack. When the guy gets here, I get warped to the exit. And we get to the end, and I now have to do the jet fighter. Basically, he gives us an O2 mask, which is like on that toxic planet works on. I can then breathe as Ratchet on the planet. But the only way he'll give it to us is by defeating these little ships here. And this is one of the only instances of RNG, and it's actually horrible RNG right now, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just ignore these guys. I don't have enough missiles to defeat these. So you want to kill all these Blark ships, like these tiny ones, and they can either drop health or ammo. And I got like 6 health drops in a row. This is ridiculous. I've never seen something that bad. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You can enter the ship again to get new missiles. I've not even seen the ships go these patterns. Yeah, it's probably the worst ship fight I've ever seen. That's unfortunate. That normally doesn't go that bad, but I just got health after health. Okay, so now I got the O2 mask. I think I have it on right now. Yeah, I have it on my head. So now we're gonna go back to Orxon, so we can breathe as Ratchet and get the Infobot to Hogan. There's a chain we can do at the start of this planet. This is kind of where the game steps up again. Like, it steps back to where it was before. It goes really fast, so we can do a small chain at the start here. And, this is just a way to get to the Infobot a little faster than going the normal way. It doesn't save too much time, but you kind of have to do it at top level. So the way this level works is that the Infobot moves in designated spots. So the way I move is based on the Infobot also moving. So as you can see, he's standing still here, and he's waiting for me to catch up to him. So because I caught up, he's now moving to the 4th location, and now he's moving to the 5th location. So it's kind of like you have to guide him around. So, because we skipped the Magna Boots, we can't actually walk up this metal rail on the wall here. But, alas, PDA side flips are to the rescue. And we can go up here just fine. So there's a little door down here, this one right here, is meant to be open. But because we skipped the whole Clank section on this planet, we just clip through it like that. It's pretty simple. Alright, so next up is a planet that used to not be very hard, but recently it's been pretty much a killer for me and many other runners. It's Hogan. So the goal of this planet is to defeat a giant ship at the top, and we can zip into the turret by getting into the y-axis of the turret, so it zips us into the turret. And getting this ILJ is pretty hard. So we'll do it right here. I got it. Okay, so I'm in the turret. And now getting a fast turret fight is also like it can be tough. It can be tough to get a good fight. So I'm just gonna hope here. We want these 2 pieces on the right here to fall off pretty fast, which they aren't. Yeah, this is a bad turret fight. It's a really bad turret fight. So I'm gonna have to kill all these choppers. I'm gonna have to play this very safe. You can end up getting to the second part of the ship right here with about 75% health left. But I'm gonna have to kill some of these guys, because otherwise they would just kill me. So I'm just gonna shoot now, and if they kill me, they kill me. But they shouldn't. It should be fine now. Yeah, that's okay. We can do a small ILJ up the top of this. We talk to that guy, get some Raritanium, and we go down here. Alright, next planet's Gemlik. This one's pretty hard. I have to do a very precise walloper at the start to get a chain into a cutscene, which will start a ship fight. So let's see if I can do that. And there's some turrets that's gonna try and kill us, but there's like a shield device you can use called the drone device. So I'm gonna try and open that. Oh, shit. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, never mind. The crates stopped me in my tracks. It's okay, I know a little backup. Or not, maybe not. Yeah, that's fine. So this is the ship fight. You're actually supposed to do it, but for some reason when you get over to this airstrip, the game assumes you've done the ship fight. So all you need to do is get over on the airstrip, because you're not supposed to be here, and then die, and then the game thinks you've done it, and you could just move on to the next planet. Well, Tanis is the next planet, and it's a planet where you don't have Clank. So we can't do all these fancy chains, but we still have the Walloper and we still have PDA side flips. Which means, again, the programmers kind of put the beginning of the level at the end again. Or the end of the level at the beginning again. Sorry, fumbling English here. So we'll just do that. Hey, well. Yeah, we skipped cutscenes, so it sounds kind of funny. And that's the plan. Literally, you just buy the Infobot and you go. You don't ever have to worry about collecting bolts either, because this is NG+. So you just buy all the Infobots and that's fine. So Quartz is the third last planet in the run. Once again, the developers were like, hey, let's do something original this time. Put the exit of the level right at the start. This one's less obvious, but this skip's actually been known for such a long time. So yeah. On Quartz, it was found out like very, very, very long ago. We're talking like 2010, 2009-ish. And you can go backwards up this slide right here. So I'm just gonna hope to get a jump here, and then thrust my way up here. And I can just glide up the slide. It's just that simple. This is the exit of the level. You're meant to like go down through this, but it's super simple. So at the end there, I tossed a decoy at the door, and then I used the Tesla Claw, which is like a lightning gun. And I used the chain lightning from that gun to kill a guy through the wall, and that ends the level. It gives me the Infobot. Alright, the last two planets are pretty much identical. The only thing you need to know is that we're going to be using a new technique called... it's infinite jumping with the thruster pack, called ground pound cancels as well. It's also what they're known as. So what a ground pound is it's a move that like lets you go straight down. But what I'm actually doing is I'm canceling this ground pound move with a thrust forward. So I'm gaining a bit of height and then I'm gaining length. And we need to use this ability, well not ability, we need to use this glitch over and over again to reach this, to the end of level, which is over there. It's only about 8 or 10 seconds faster to do this way than to go through the level normally. So it's kind of sad that we have to do this way, which is a little more boring than going through the level normally, which has some cool chains and stuff. And we're once again going to be using the decoy glove to put through the wall to get to the end. Oof. Oof, that's close. The camera did something weird I've never seen there. Alright, last planet is Velden 2. Okay, so for this planet, what we're going to do on this planet is we're going to do 20 PDA side flips, and then we're going to just ground pound cancel our way to the final boss, because this level is incredibly long. And we don't want to do any of that. So the reason we have to go so high is because the game put a gigantic, and I mean gigantic, like super tall death barrier on the side of this level. So basically we just do a bunch of PDA side flips. I went a little too high, but that's fine. And yeah, we're just heading to the boss. If I were to go too low right now, the game would kill me, but I'm way above what I need to be right now. So I'm plenty fine. And there's actually a glitch I set up at the before this run called the Deplanetizer glitch, or the Destroyer glitch, whatever you want to call it. That thing you see in the middle of the planet is preventing the final boss from spawning, and we allow this in NG+ because everybody can do it, and it's not that hard to do. Get ready on time, by the way, because we're not actually gonna fight the final boss. He's just not even there. So all the buttons are going to spawn, and this is Ratchet and Clank, NG+, and time. 23-23?
Yes, sir.
Not bad.
Tharixer, can I ask you to do us a really good favor?
If I can do a favor?
Yeah.
What's up?
The milkman disappeared. I was gonna have him do it, but we were thinking of calling Mittens and closing out the event with a reading of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." I was wondering if you could read that. To,
Milk's here.
Pull us up now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Great, because I am so bad at reading things.
Broken?
What are you talking about?
Fall to our deaths, broken?
What?
Yes.
Get this going.
We're not reading Twas the Nightmare Before Christmas. We're not doing that.
That was close.
Oh man.
Thanks.
All right. That was a good video
My
game.
arm appears
Yo, thank you.
badly
And
damaged.
don't forget to catch Degen-4, which is you know, definitely coming.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. New
I don't know,
marathon, woo.
Probably in like 6 months.
Alright. Thanks guys. I'm glad I could close out the marathon. Chills
Oh my
boys
God,
represent.
fuck
See ya.
off.
Peace out. I'll leave the game on.
Where do you think you're going? We, still need to fix that arm.
Oh, heck. Fucking hell. On deafen, what do you want?
Nobody can hear us if you're deaf.
Oh, fuck. Well, I'll mute and I can. Yeah, sure. I'll hold on. I'll just mute my mic, like not on the thing, but yeah.
Yeah. Boom, what do you have to say about Degen Dash?
Thank you for watching the greatest speedrun marathon ever, and God bless us everyone.
God bless America. God bless Degen Dash. God bless the specific house in Denmark that the Tharixer lives in.
God bless.
Milkman.
See you in 6 months, lads. Degen Dash is the greatest marathon of all time. Submit
Buy
video
shirts
games.
to Fun Dash IRO.
Please buy our shirts. Tell your friends. Tell your mom, especially your mom. Tell your mom to buy our shirts.
Reminder to /host Degen